You want me?
Hi, Lena. Good afternoon, good morning, and good night because our viewers are from everywhere. So, first of all, I want to welcome you on Powerful Me.
Hi, and thanks for having me here.
Awesome. So, before I start, मैं कुछ पढ़ रही थी, just going through something, and I like to read it out before I start chatting with Lena. So, why it is, and I'll tell you why I chose this, especially before I start talking to Lena. So, something like that. दिलों में तुम अपनी बेताबियां लेके चल रहे हो तो जिंदा हो तुम. नजर में ख्वाबों की बिजलियां लेके चल रहे हो तो जिंदा हो तुम. Means you are alive only if you are living your dreams, right? So why I said so, because I know Lena for some time, and though I might not know her personally too much, but something which I, whenever I look at her and I see her, I know that this woman is living her passion and pursuing her passion. And correct me if I am wrong, Lena, because I know the kind of smile, that beautiful, killing, calm face has so much inside it, but is something that, जिंदगी जिंदा दिली का नाम है. मुर्दा दिल क्या खाक जिया करते हैं. इस टाइप ऑफ अ थिंग, इस तरह के कुछ कुछ थॉट्स मुझे आपको देख के आते हैं. सो व्हाई डोंट यू टेल अस मोर अबाउट यू, लीना. And as I said, that this inspiration, this show is all about chit chatting, sharing, and just telling all our viewers that what do we do actually in our life. So welcome, Lena, to Powerful Me, and let us know more about you.
Oh, sure. Thanks for having me on your show, Parul. So, for your viewers, a little bit about me would be that my core identity lies in the fact that I'm an entrepreneur. I've been a co founder of a corporate gifting company called The Giving Tree, and we've been actively running it for the last 2 decades with my very good friend and business partner, Mala. And over the last 20 years, the journey has been absolutely amazing. Just like I was chatting with you, Parul, a little before we went on this call,
Yeah.
is about, there have been times when I would happily say all is well. And the other times I would say, well, you know what, all is in the well. And I think the magic lies in the fact that we figured out a way, or I figured out a way to uh, hop out of the well every now and then. Sometimes it's nice to be in the well because it allows you to think differently. But overall, the journey has been dotted with several milestones, uh, good ones, emotional ones that have helped us mark the entire journey of being an entrepreneur. And being an entrepreneur, Parul, there are so many hats that one wears.
Right,
So it's been an
right.
interesting one. Yes.
Wow. So you said 20 years, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
a big time where I'm sure that, the people who are looking at you right now are seeing, oh my God, there is a vision board, something behind you. प्यारी सी painting लगी हुई है right में. Such a girl who's completely in control of what life is all about. That's the kind of things, when, me being a life skill coach for almost 20-25 years, when I talk to people, sometimes, they'll come back with a, thought process ki, isko jo dekh rahe hain, this woman looks completely confident. So awesome that what you said just now. Have your 20 years been just as people think, okay, she must have been really confident from childhood, or there were certain things which put your self esteem down sometimes, or you started thinking differently, or were about to give up, but then, there was something which happened, as you said, that in the well, but then you have learned ways to hop out of it. So will you like to share that, Lena, with us?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I think far from what you just mentioned in the first part of your question was about somebody appears to be confident, and somebody who's got it all in control. Um, I think that's a fictional space to be in. I don't think that is anybody's reality whatsoever. And I'm saying this purely out of my own experience of,
Right.
you know, being on the planet for the last several years and interacting with so many people, learning from so many people.
Right.
Everybody has got to keep their game together, and it takes a lot.
Hmm.
It's not an easy one, but
Hmm.
it's if you're doing something that you enjoy doing,
Hmm.
then the entire journey just becomes so much more worthwhile. Every little win is one that you want to, jump out of your seat and do a little dance
Hmm.
just because, let's say you got a really small win in your business. Maybe just
Right.
won some person heard, you just won some, deal that you clicked.
Right.
So there are plenty of these little milestones that make up the entire journey.
Right.
And I remember my time in BNI, this
Mm-hmm.
networking organization for
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneurs that I was a part for almost 10 years and more.
Oh,
I remember when you speak about, was it always this confident?
yes.
So I'd like to share with you that and your audience that when I started out in BNI,
Mm-hmm.
we have a system of every business coming up onto the either to the podium or stand in your seat, and you do a 1 minute presentation about your business. Now
Uh-huh.
think about it. For somebody who's I was doing business for 10 years when I joined BNI,
Okay.
and yet to stand for 60 seconds in one place, uh, do eye contact with what 15 odd 20 odd people in the room,
Right.
and talk about what I do,
Mm-hmm.
reading it out on a sheet of paper
Mm-hmm.
was all hell breaking loose.
Mm-hmm.
uh, there are a lot of people who probably won't believe this part, because after that my growth has been immense, thanks to all the support of the mentors that I got. And I went on to become a MSP trainer, a
Right.
core
Hmm.
trainer with BNI.
Yes.
But I think it is those parts where you are super vulnerable and you still take that step. You
Hmm.
feel the fear, you break into a sweat, you feel, you literally want the earth to open up and gobble you when you make one small mistake, even when you're reading from a script.
Right. Right. Right.
So it isn't an easy way up. But here's the thing I've learned: if you're going to have the courage to be open, to allow someone to come and hold your space, to allow someone to come and correct you, and if you're open to taking feedback, then believe me, each day you're going to grow, each day you're going to get into becoming a better version of yourself. And some days will take yourself by surprise, where you will just do this like, the back of your hand. Just give me a mic anyway, just put me in a place where I can speak to people, and I will just, you know, take off just because I'm in my space, and I'm okay with being the way I am.
Awesome.
And
Right.
once you're comfortable in your skin, then it really doesn't matter,
Hmm.
you know, where you are, who you're talking to, because you're just carrying who you are to whichever place you go.
Wow.
Whether you're in an entrepreneurship setup, whether you're in a in a student setup, whether you're in a networking setup with personal circles of yours, I
Hmm.
think if you carry yourself fully
Hmm.
with you wherever you go,
Right. Right.
then you can always show a different facet of yourself, depending on where you are, and still be really you and authentic.
Wow, wow. I think beautifully said, Lena, as I'm privileged to have such lovely women who are coming and sharing in my past series, celebrating
Mm.
womanhood as we are talking. And every time we talk, something beautiful comes out. And what you said just now really is something which I also believe in, because sometimes when people say, that, they're scared to pass through something, you said something beautiful that when you're sweating, the next step to that is that you will be fearless. So passing through the fear
Yeah,
is the tip of just being fearless, right?
yeah,
uh,
yeah,
Amazing, amazing. And one more thing which I take away what you said just now, that being you, like being you is the mantra, that if you're in your own space and you're not pretending and you're not having any other life than being you, it really
yeah.
doesn't matter, because you are you everywhere, right? Thank you,
And
thank
you're
you.
original. You're the
Yeah.
only one. With
Yes.
all the weirdness, with all your funny accents, with all your funny pronunciations, with all your, with your sense of humor, which is very unique,
Mm,
with your sense of language, which is very unique, with the way you articulate what you think.
right,
There cannot be another you. So,
right.
why don't we just own ourselves up
Wow,
fully?
very nice. बहुत अच्छे. If you are you, then nobody can take away. And today morning only I was reading something in Dear Zindagi. I'm a big fan of Shah Rukh Khan. I know some people don't like him, but still I pick up his dialogues for sure. So in Dear Zindagi, somewhere he's talking to Alia Bhatt and he's saying the same thing, exactly what you said just now. That एक बार जब हम अपने आप को पहचान लेते हैं, आफ्टर दैट
Hmm.
दूसरे क्या सोचते हैं, उनका क्या ओपिनियन होता है, इट रियली डजेंट मैटर, बिकॉज you have figured out who you are, and that really matters. Great, Lina, so thank you so much. Just something caught me, and that's what I'm asking you again, because you're an entrepreneur and 20 years you've been here. Now, last 1.5 to 2 years has been really tough for so many businesses, right? And so many people, so many women I know in salon business or other businesses, they have kind of given up, or they said that, we really can't do it, or, things like that. Because, yes, understandably, there were a lot of crises, there were things, personal, losses and stuff like that. But I will just like to bring it, because that nobody can take away what things have already passed by. But I'd like you to share here that, because you're a core businesswoman, what do you think as a woman entrepreneur? What is that something in this tough times has helped you to keep moving on? And what has helped you, and what's your message to these lovely women who are watching? Especially, I'm talking of businesswomen, because that's your huge experience out there. What do you think that can help them to still hook on and not give up?
Thanks for asking me that question, Parul. I was hoping that our conversation would go in that direction somewhere today, because I mean, I'm a no one to share, what would work, but all I can share is my experience of being through this pandemic. And because we're in the gifting space, you know that with companies shutting shop, businesses packing up, doing gifting really is a discretionary spend for companies. So we too took a really, I mean, we took a very, very bad hit in the last year with the pandemic and, with business going down. But that was a time when we were all in the well.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And while we were in the well, we've had to light up several candles to figure out which candle would be bright enough to get us back out, if I have to put it that way. And what were those candles? Those were ideas, those were brainstorming sessions, those were thinking sessions, watching where the world is going at a very macro level, okay, not in a way that intimidates you. But what we did was, so I did two very important things. The first thing is something that I hold very close to my heart, is a way of life, and that way of life is all about being able to learn, unlearn, and relearn. And the pandemic was a real life test to this one line that I hold on to ever since I heard about it several years ago in one of my workshops. And I said, if you've got the bandwidth in your heart to say, you know what, this too shall pass. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to learn. I'm willing to unlearn a lot of stuff, especially if you've been an offline business.
Yeah.
And you've been forced to move into the online space for survival, then you had to relearn a lot of things. The way you did offline business will not work in the online space. So you have to, reinvent, adapt, and be open to somebody really knocking you up to, to get you in that space where you're able to open up and learn and adapt. And I mean, thank God there is Google, and thank God there's technology, though the pandemic was there, but there's so much of leverage you can create just by learning new skills, right? So that was the one thing that we stuck with. The second thing that helped us get out of that space was, we literally came to a place last year, and I'm sure thousands of businesses across the world went through this. You had that one moment in your business when you said, you know what, I think this is it. We are going to have to pull shutters down. And I will be lying if I say to you on this show, and I don't know who's watching this, but I'd be lying if I told you that, you know what, I had it all figured out. I didn't. None of us did. So what we did was, we literally on a summer morning, or on a rainy morning in summer, in sometime, I think April end or May, I pulled out a sheet of paper and I said, okay, if this skill set of being an entrepreneur is not going to work, then I don't know what else is going to work. So we literally sat with a sheet of paper and pen, and we wrote down what were the skills that we could bring to the table, that we could add value to somebody out there as a customer, and then charge a fee for it. Okay. And you'll be surprised, a corporate gifting company opened up a new brand during the pandemic. We called it the Giving Tree Kitchen. And we came up with a whole set of dry products that you could consume. We started with my signature chai masala. I said, so what do people love when they come to the Giving Tree? They love a cup of tea. So we got out our own recipe of chai masala, the one that we've been making for the last 20 years.
Wow.
Then we added a list of 4 to 5 different products to it. Okay. And I said, I will do whatever it takes to ensure that I get some sale into my business. So that's the level of openness that you've got to have.
Yes.
And people get stuck in this whole thing of what will someone think about me?
True.
And let me just tell you this, no matter what anybody thinks about you and what they think about you, what sits in the bank account tells you everything you're going to think about yourself.
True. Very
Right? Because see,
true.
for men, self-esteem is directly proportional to the bank balance.
Right.
For women, it's a double whammy. There's one plug that is fixed into the bank balance, and the other plug is fixed into the mirror.
Very true. Very beautifully said.
Right? So from an entrepreneurship perspective, I said, if I have to keep my business alive, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And we launched that brand. We came up with 5 products, and we started literally supplying to retail stores around our place. Because there was lockdown, we couldn't even step out of our houses. And that's how we managed the business for the next 3 to 4 months. So I think learn, unlearn, and glean on. And the second thing is, you go deep inside yourself, you will find skill sets. Nobody can take away your skills.
True. Very true. Very true.
I may not do this business today. I may do some other business tomorrow. And I'm not the same me. If everything, came to an end today, and if I had to start all over again and create a new business, I wouldn't take 20 years. I'd probably take 20 months. Because I'm not the person I was when I started 20 years ago, right? So if you can have that confidence in yourself in these times, I think that's one of the best ways that you can get out of this space.
Wow.
And that's what helped us get out of it.
Superb, Leena. I think you really touched exactly what it's coming from your heart. People in business going, really, under depression or going that what to do, and everything is finished, kuch nahi ho sakta, things like that. And you gave a beautiful tip, and it is not jo chala gaya usko to ab hum nahi la sakte. But I think what Leena is saying, I like to repeat it, that one, whenever you are in tough situation, develop your skills, because nobody can take away your skills, because that's what you are, right? Number second, as she said that, so many times, and very true fact what you said just now, that the bank balance, the bank balance is the one which is the ultimate thing which takes our self-worth sometimes, to the other side, just because we start attaching it to that, right? So how important it is that, believe in yourself, love yourself for what you are. Nobody can take up your skills, and that's what she started this whole conversation, that you are only unique you. So nobody can be Parul, or nobody can be Leena, nobody can be XYZ. So keep believing in yourself, and when such difficult time comes, it's that belief which will pull you through. And I'm sure Leena had all the reasons, as she said, that okay, let's close it down, or we don't have anything to do. But so nice that when you would have done, I'm sure, Leena, that even your team would have got a different kind of energy, and say that, okay, when ma'am is telling this, why not all of us, let's get together, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, imagine right from figuring out a way that we would get a food license to, all of those things, all the nitty gritties of getting a business together.
Wow.
But I think what we leveraged was our network.
Mhm.
And it's all about making a decision that, okay, I'm going to go out there and try it. What's the worst case scenario? I'll fail.
Right.
But at least I know I gave it a good shot. And, while I'm not a great fan of the fact that one's got to have their self-esteem plugged into their bank balances and to the mirror, that is the sad truth for a lot of us at different times in our lives.
True.
Okay.
Agreed.
And I think the second thing that I learned, Parul, during this entire thing is I burnt myself out. Okay, we were working almost like 17, 18 hours a day. There was no Saturday, no Sunday, because you're sitting at home. So all day you're just sitting and trying to break your head and trying to figure out a way to get out of this place, right? And after the burnout happened, right, I too caught the bug, and I too fell ill, and all of that happened. And when I look back in retrospect, I realized that I used to be a big fan of this word called do whatever it takes. Okay, and you hear this very often everywhere you go now. If you're a
Yes.
workshop junkie like me, I'm sure you would have heard it in every workshop. Are you do whatever it takes.
Hmm.
Being your best is not good enough.
Hmm.
And I've seen the flip side to that.
Hmm. Correct.
When you do whatever it takes, let me tell you, and I'm speaking purely out of my own experience,
Right.
my body literally collapsed on me
Hmm.
simply because I was just, spinning with that one line saying, do whatever it takes.
Right.
And then I read a wonderful book called The Four Agreements.
Hmm.
And the gentleman in that, Don Miguel Ruiz, he says, you know what? I challenge anyone who says do whatever it takes. I'm saying do your best
Hmm.
in any situation
Right.
and let it be. And I can't tell you that after reading that book, my entire perspective has changed. I've calmed down. In any given situation, all I do is do my best.
Wow.
I don't go overboard and I don't underdeliver.
Right.
When I go overboard, I start walking on the path that will take me towards burnout very soon. I'll
Right.
collapse.
Right.
And if I don't do my best, then I will keep building the burden of guilt
Right.
that I know I could have done this, but I didn't do it.
True.
So to be really aware and say, in this situation, is this the best you can do?
Right.
If your answer is yes, stay with it and
Superb.
just surrender, you know.
Very nice.
So
Superb. I can feel your vibes, Lena, the way you are speaking from your heart. And this is what exactly Powerful Me is all about, bringing these wonderful, dynamic women out here who have been there, done it all, and they are not telling some stories from somewhere else. But here they are sharing their own ups and downs of life. And beautifully, the mantra, what Lena said, two, three things, but the last one, not that get everything to it, but do your best, and we all know ourselves the best way. So with that, Lena, thank you very much for being here. A pleasure to have you. I can keep going on and chat with you, because from even from the screen I can feel your energy out here. And it's a big thing what you've told just now for a lot of our viewers who are into business. Very, very beautifully said. Develop your skill, don't give up, and do your best, because that's the time you will always feel good about it, that okay yaar, yehi mera best tha. And one more thing which she said in between, I do believe in that a lot: this too shall pass. Trust me, these four words bring a lot of satisfaction, or hope for that matter, that whatever is happening, it's not permanent. Nothing is permanent in life, for sure, and the change is the only thing which is permanent in life, right? So जो पहले था वो चला गया, no problem, but जो आज है वो भी नहीं रहेगा. So even if good times have not stayed, bad times will also not stay. So thank you so much, Lena, for being here, and honor and pleasure to share and listen from you, actually. And I know you have always been a very bold and beautiful woman, always. But yes, this part of you where you said that you created things, and ये जो आपने चाय वाला example दिया, wow, that's one thing. But I'm sure that is a very lovely thing I'm taking from here also, that when you are cornered too much, see what's the best skill you have and what are the other skills you have. ये बिजनेस ना सही तो कुछ और सही है, तो सब हमारे ही अंदर, and whatever we are doing is from the bottom of our heart, right?
absolutely.
Awesome, awesome.
Well
Thank you
said.
so much. And we will be bringing more and more such lovely women on our series of celebrating womanhood. Whole idea is to aspire, to inspire, and create a difference to one life also. Please, that's my request. Like, subscribe, and share, so that more and more people can see these videos and get inspired, that if Lena can do, Parul can do, why can't I do? Because that's what it is. Life is very beautiful. Just look in it that way, and I'm sure it's going to work out. So thank you, Lena, and take care and stay safe.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.